Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. In this video we'll be comparing Apex Legends and Call of Duty Warzone to see which is the better battle royale game from my experiences of playing them. The first game I would like to talk about is, as you can see in the background, Apex. Apex has been a lot of fun since it's been out. It's been out for just over a year now. And it's a lot of fun. I don't see myself not playing this anymore. It's definitely my top game to play on my PlayStation now. When I first played it though, I didn't realize it was a battle royale game. On my first game, I was absolutely clueless of what this was. I didn't read the description. However, I should have picked it up when where, 1,000 feet up in the sky, you not jump, but fly down from the sky, pick up a gun, and shoot, so kill people, and beat the last one standing. That's pretty much what a battle royale is. It's been fun. It really has been fun. It's the reason I enjoy battle royale games now. I think the whole reason why is because the gameplay for Apex is very, very fluent, and smooth, and it feels like a carefree game. And okay, yes, sometimes I do rage on it, but what I mean by carefree is that you don't really have to put a lot of effort into the game, and you still do well. Okay, if you put like full effort into it, you could be a top player. But it's still, you still don't have to put a lot of effort into it. Another thing that I like about Apex is of how much customization there actually is in the game. With the weapon skins, with the key, I think they're called, it's not called keychain, forgot what they're called. They're like, as you can see on my charge rifle with the level 100 badge, I forgot what they're called, apologies. You also have your trails, custom dive trails. If you hit diamond or full from last season, you get a dive trail. That looks really cool. There's customizing your loading screens. There's your music that is played before whilst you're diving in. And also there is the Legends skins, and I think they've done a really, really good job on the skins. Some of them, I will say, is a bit not great, but they are still a great idea. And you can see that they have put some thought into the customization, not only just the gameplay. The other thing, I would like to backtrack onto the gameplay again, and that is the legends themselves. They're all very, very unique. I'd say only two of them are like the tiniest bit similar, and that's Crypto and Bloodhound. They both have a scan. However, with Crypto, he uses a bot to scan, and also your teammates can see who you have scanned. With Bloodhound, your teammates can't see. However, he scans a giant radius now, since it has recently been buffed. And that's probably the only similarities you could say. But everyone else is very unique. Wraith, for example, who I'm currently playing, in the footage that we have in the back, she has a phase, so when you use it, you go into like a what are they called? Is it like a spirit realm? I don't know what it's called. And you can't take damage. However, people can see like I forgot what they're called. Like a trail. That's it. A trail. And see, you know, they can follow that trail to see where you're going. That's the only fault about the ability, which I think is good. It's good to see abilities having faults, so they're not, you know, OP. And she also has her ultimate, which is a portal, which helps her teammates get from one place to the other. And I have noticed that the portal, all of the ultimates, and even some of the main abilities are very team-based, and why I could never see Apex Legends go have a solo queue. They have done it in the past. They did it as a like a mini event, and honestly, it wasn't that great. It was not that great. When they did duos, however, duos was fun, and I think that's the smallest squad should be is duos and not go solo queue, because some of the abilities, yeah, you could probably use on solo queue, like with Wraith is a good example with her phase, Bangalore with her smokescreen, and even Pathfinder with his zipline. But they still all prioritize as a team-based, team-based abilities. The other thing I would like to talk about is the Battle Pass. Near enough every game nowadays, which is online, has a Battle Pass, and I was a little bit worried when they first announced it. However, it's been fantastic. First season was great. Second season, it wasn't that great. I did not enjoy second season. I don't know why. I really just didn't. Third and fourth have been probably the best 2 seasons, even though there's only been 4 seasons at the minute. And the price of it is actually really cheap. It's like, what, $8.99 for the Battle Pass, and you don't pay a lot for like 158 items if you do pay. If you're not, you get like 48 items free, which is awesome. And yeah, I think they've just done a really good job on the Battle Pass. The one final thing I would like to talk about is the map designs. It's not usually something people talk about when comparing games, but Apex have 2 maps, and they both have been amazing. Kings Canyon was great; it's a huge map, and World's Edge is a small map, and I think that's a really good way to make both maps unique. That's all I really wanted to touch on, the maps. Now I would like to go and talk about Call of Duty Warzone. Now, Call of Duty Warzone, it's only been out for a couple of weeks. It's probably been out for like 3 weeks now, nearly a month. And honestly, Call of Duty Warzone has been fun. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it because it's Call of Duty. I'm not the biggest fan of Call of Duty, and however, has been different. I have really been enjoying it. I do have a few things that I think they need to improve on, but honestly, they're not big changes, and they don't have to be changed really, if they don't want to, because it doesn't really affect the gameplay, which is a good starting point. The gameplay for Call of Duty Warzone I find it more intense than Apex, and I do like that. Having an intense gameplay where you have to make sure that you are looking around, making sure that there's no sniper waiting to pop your head off is great. And I find it a lot of fun. You know, it's not as smooth. It's not as smooth as Apex, which is okay. You know, Call of Duty's not really been a very smooth and fluent FPS. But so you know, that's completely fine, and honestly, it was expected. There's a lot, and I mean a lot to do on Call of Duty, on Warzone. There's like doing the objectives, the mini objectives. I think they're great. They were a great idea from to bring in. So you can get your money, so you can buy like UAVs or a munition box or a loadout box, and or even to make sure that you have enough money, which is for reviving people. Or you could even be a selfish little person who likes to get self-revives. And it's just a lot to do, and I think it's great that they have not let us just concentrate on killing people, but you can also do little things like the objectives, like capturing certain place, doing the scavenger hunt. It's like a mini scavenger hunt, which I think is great. And also then you've also got the bounty, so you get a target that you've got to kill. It's usually another player, well, it's always another player, and if you kill him, you get a reward. I think that's a really good idea. The customization, I mean, it's Modern Warfare. There's not really any difference between online and the Battle Royale, which I'm a little bit sad about. I kind of wish they did have their own unique customization. It's still good. I mean, I've always liked loadouts for Call of Duty. I mean, there is like different what they called. I'm just gonna call them agents. I forgot what they're actually called. And I think that's a nice little touch, I guess, but it's not really anything too wow. Which I'm okay with, since it is Call of Duty. There's not like different characters like there are in Apex. So I guess it's just a nice little touch, so you look different to everybody else that you play against. The Gulag is another thing. Side note, the Gulag is a really cool idea, by the way. The video just reminded me. Back to what we were talking about, which was the customization. You've got it's just a normal, you know, Call of Duty customization. There's nothing too wow about it. I mean, the spraying people, that is really fun. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. The Battle Pass, I'm not happy with. I'm really not happy with. I think the stuff that are in the Battle Pass is meh, to be honest. I mean, the badge is pretty cool at the end, but that's really about it, to be honest. I don't really have much to say about the Battle Pass. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's one of the worst Battle Passes I've seen on a Battle Royale, but I think the Battle Pass is more towards the online multiplayer and than it is to the Battle Royale. I kind of wish that they made Warzone have its own Battle Royale, and then online has its own Battle Royale, so there's more, you know, uniqueness between the two, and that would have been a better idea. But hey, I don't work for them, so it's just an idea. The map design is amazing. It's one of the best things in my opinion. That is in Call of Duty. In Warzone. Like, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is really good. Like I said, it's intense. The customization is okay. Battle Pass is awful, but one thing that did stand out is the map design and how, you know, how big it is. It's surprisingly huge. If you look on the map, it looks somewhat small, but when playing it, it's huge. Huge. And, I like that. You have a small map, but the map is actually huge. That's all I really can say about it, to be honest, sorry. But it's the overall opinion of Warzone. If you want an opinion, I will be making a second review on Warzone later on, probably next week or the week after. And however, I do already have an opinion video on it, so if you want to go into more detail, go watch that video. I'll leave a link down below. So which battle royale do I think is better? Honestly, it all depends on your gameplay. If you like to play solo, I would honestly pick Call of Duty, since they have a solo queue. It feels more like a solo queue game than it does teamwork. And if you want a team-based battle royale, I would easily go for Apex Legends. Mainly because of the abilities, mainly because of you know, there's a lot to do with teamwork in Apex, whilst in Call of Duty there's a lot of, yeah, I mean, you can take on an entire squad by yourself. I mean, you can do that on Apex, but yeah, I can't. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike and put in the comments why and what I should have done to improve on. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.